everyone. It's been a while and I've had some big changes in my life, so I figured it was time for a new video. First of all, thank you so much for hitting over 13,000 subscribers on my channel. It's been a really long-term goal of mine to hit over 10K, and after my jumbo Clodsire video kind of took off, I quickly hit that goal, so thank you very much, and I'm so happy that you all have enjoyed that video so much. I've never had a video take off as much as that one has, so I'm thrilled that you all enjoy it as much as you do. And EG wants to say hi too. So something else exciting is that I've upgraded my sewing machine, and I was looking at upgrades for a while and I had my eye on the Brother Innovis one, which is only embroidery and it does a 6x10, but right now I have a 5x7 and it can go up to 5x12 with a special hoop. So I figured that a 6x10 wasn't that much of an upgrade for the increased price, and so then I found the Viking Topaz 50, which is what I ended up going with, and the newest member of my sewing family. And I'm still getting used to the machine. I'm going through some growing pains. I've used Brother machines for about 10 years now, so switching to a different brand is a little difficult just because you have to get used to where everything is on certain machines. But I'm enjoying it so far, and I plan on doing a whole review maybe a month after I've had it, just so I get more used to it and I can do a more thorough review. So why did I decide to upgrade? Well, the biggest news I have to share is that I'm now a full-time plush maker. I started in October full-time, and my full-time job that I had that was very unrelated to plush making was not going very well. It was getting very unhealthy and I was being taken advantage of, and the situation was just not good at all. So I made the decision to quit, and thankfully, because of all the support that I have, I am able to be a full-time plush maker. So I've been doing it for a few months now and I've enjoyed every day. It's really awesome so far and I'm very fortunate. I have so much more that I want to do now that I haven't been able to do before because of time, and I'm very excited for what the future brings. So on that note, I decided to launch a Patreon. You might have noticed a mention of it in some of my videos. I was originally planning on launching it on January 1st, but then Twitter started to explode. Since I'm the most active on Twitter, I was really nervous that I was going to lose touch with everyone, so I decided to do a soft opening. So what was a soft opening to me? Well, I planned on launching with some physical reward tiers, including a sticker tier and a very limited plush tier, but since I had to turn it on basically overnight, I wasn't prepared to offer those physical rewards yet, so I launched with just digital rewards. And those digital rewards still exist on my Patreon. I have a work in progress tier where you get to see what I'm working on every day. I work on a lot more than what I just post to YouTube, and so I pretty much post every single day about what I'm working on. And then there's also a tips and tutorials tier where I post plush making tips, tutorials, tips on embroidery, sublimation, sewing, running a plush making business. I kind of just do it all. So as far as physical rewards, since it's now January 1st and I'm offering them, let me show you what I have for the rewards. So I haven't posted a whole lot about this on my YouTube, but I'm kind of become popular for my Ditto variant, so I'll take Ditto and make him into some kind of variant like food or animal based, and I typically center them around holidays or themes. And so in the summer I designed this s'mores Ditto, and he really took off and went viral on Twitter and Instagram, so it felt appropriate for my first sticker tier to be the s'mores Ditto. So here is the sticker. It's about 2 inches and it's made from a glossy vinyl. I actually make these myself on a Silhouette Cameo, and I really like the finish. It's nice and glossy, and it's a thicker sticker. So you can get this in just the $5 sticker tier, or you can also join a $10 tier that has both the physical sticker reward and the digital plush making tips and tutorials. And also the plush tier, which I'll talk about next, also includes one of these stickers. And if you don't make it to my Patreon on time and you're interested in buying one of these, I will eventually release it into my shop for everyone to buy. And for the plush tier, here is a cowboy Ditto that is January's reward. And there were a lot of one-off ideas that I've had for Dittos that haven't really fit into any sort of cohesive theme, and the cowboy Ditto was one of them. So I'm happy that I have this Patreon so I can make these ideas that I've had without being worried about them not fitting with one of my shop updates. Most of my dittos are made from Mochi Minky, and he is as well. And then his clothes are made from just various clothing fabrics. And his hat is just a little plastic hat that's removable too. And all of his clothes are removable, just to show you how much the Mochi Minky stretches. He's very cute and stretchy. So historically, my Ditto shop updates have sold out in minutes, and I don't expect my plush tier to be much different. It's going to go live today, January 1st at 4 p.m. Eastern, and I'm only going to have 20 slots for US based people and then 4 slots for international. And the US one is $60 and the international one is $65. And it also includes the sticker and also all of my Patreon posts. So for the following month, I'll be revealing each sticker and plush design about mid-month so that you can decide if you want to join or not. So as a special offer to celebrate the launch of my Patreon, I've also decided to release a Clodsire plush pattern. This Clodsire plush has really taken off more than I could ever expect, so I decided to streamline my pattern and make it available for release in a smaller 8-inch version. I don't plan on offering plush patterns every month. There are a lot of Patreons that do that, but it's not something that I'm going to do. I do plan on releasing patterns from time to time, but it's not going to be monthly. This pattern is designed for Mochi Minky, and it won't work for normal Minky, only Mochi Minky. And it's intermediate difficulty. It has some things that I think beginners will struggle with, really just sewing the dart in the head and then machine sewing this fin into the body gets a little finicky. The embroidery is also for a 5x7 embroidery machine. You don't have to do it with embroidery if you don't have a 5x7, if you only have a 4x4. But the file that stitches out the eyes and the spots takes up a 5x7 space. You won't be able to use that in a 4x4 machine. So you can subscribe from January 1st to January 31st on either the $5 tips and tutorials tier or the $10 tier that has both a sticker and the tips and tutorials, or if you make it into one of the Ditto plush tiers, that'll also be included. Since I'm on subscription billing, which means that you're billed on the same day that you join, so if you join on January 5th, then you're going to be billed on the 5th of every month, which is a new model that Patreon started. Before they had it to where you either had to bill upfront, so on the 1st of every month or at the end of every month. So it's possible that if you join someone's Patreon on the last day of the month, you'd pay $5, and then the next day, the 1st, you'd get charged $5 again. So I didn't want that for my Patreon. I just wanted you to get charged on the same day every month so that you don't have that double charging going on. So because of that, I want all of my patrons to get the reward on the same day, so the pattern is going to be distributed on January 31st. So it's really important to me that those who supported me during my soft opening don't kind of get discouraged by receiving the pattern later than everyone else who just signs up on the 1st. So just to be fair to everyone, I want to release it on the last day of the month. This will also give you time to order mochi for the pattern if you don't have any. My recommended is a 4-way stretch mochi, which you can get from Hope and Textiles, which is on AliExpress. They're located in China, so it'll take a few weeks for you to get your order. Big Z Fabric also has a 4-way stretch mochi, but their color options aren't really good. You can also use a 2-way stretch, which is what the shiny Clodsire here is made out of, but it doesn't stretch as much as the 4-way stretch because 2-way stretch only stretches horizontally and not vertically. So it just makes a bit of a smaller Clodsire overall, and it's not as stretchy. So you could get it from Joann's, and Joann's does have good color options. I did make a post on my Patreon about the recommended color options so that you can buy the fabric before the pattern comes out on the 31st. So that's it, and I'll continue to post here on my YouTube. It's just if you want some extra plush making content and tips, you can check out my Patreon. So thanks everyone, see you next time.